Hello, sexy souls. Welcome back to the Raven Tarot, and welcome anyone that is new here. My name is Joey, and I am an intuitive reader, and I'm really excited for this reading today. I'm not sure how I'm going to name this video, but I'm basically going to be talking about energy, and I'm going to be looking into what it maybe is draining your energy, or I might say how you can help improve your energy, because a lot of people don't believe in crystals, but crystals are something you don't need to do anything with them. You can choose to charge them for a certain intention, but they just have positive energy anyway. So things like that, tools, how you can protect your energy and things like that, because we have energy vampires, we have places might not resonate with us anymore, and they might have a different vibration. There's so many different things that can affect it, so that's what we're going to be looking into today. And I get that question actually from people in my life saying, do you believe in energy? And I'm like, well, it's scientific. And a story I just heard, I think it was in an audiobook I was listening to, was saying about how people who have lost their leg or had to get their leg amputated would still feel the pain, or they would feel an itch, like a phantom itch in their leg. And that's because their energy is still, their aura is still there, and it weakens over time, but in the beginning they can still feel that energy or that aura. And that was very interesting, because they'd done like a science experiment on it or something. I don't know. I'm not the greatest at listening to things, but that was something that stood out to me, and I was just like, wow, that's actually really cool to think about. Well, not cool for someone who's lost their leg, obviously, but it's cool to know that science and spirituality sometimes come together, and it's nice to have the duality of both of those sides of the story, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, so we have 4 piles here today, and this is basically, you can go ahead and choose which pile you would like now. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Just please be aware, some of these might not resonate. So if it doesn't resonate with you, I am sorry, but maybe another day. So we will get straight away into this, and we will start with pile number 1. Hello, anyone that has chosen pile number 1. Sorry, I don't want to knock the other piles off, so I'm just going to move them. Just 2 seconds. Okay. Right, let's begin. So, the first card we have here from my amazing new deck, I'm literally still obsessed, we have the King of Swords. Now, I love this. Literally, I love it. For me, it feels like for such a long time, you have been very strong, and you've been someone who's been very mentally you've been very strong. But it's funny, can you see this as we were talking about auras? It's like your aura, or it looks like a cape to me, is starting to blow, and also your mind, or his face, that's hair, but the way I see it is, it's kind of like things are starting to blow away, and you're starting to have a breakthrough in some way or another, with the way that you're thinking, and realizing that it's not actually doing you any good. So for me right now, I feel like your own thoughts are what needs to change, because if you can notice, he has that sword lodged into the ground, and he is not moving. He's got both hands on that sword, and he is standing there firmly believing that this is what he must do. He must stay here and The wind can blow him, the butterflies can try and distract him, but he is not. He is not moving. He is staying strong to what he believes in. So whatever this belief is that you have, you need to rethink certain things. And I feel like it's not necessarily to do with you sticking by your guns and keeping to the decision that you have made. I think it's more so along the lines of being okay with when your pride has been knocked, okay, or when something has tried to get in the way of the ideas that you have, okay, because you really, really do believe. And I'm not saying don't believe in your dreams or don't believe in projects that you may have to do with work or to do with even if you're some of you may be wanting to move or may not even have thought about it, but it's what I'm picking up already from this reading. I'm picking up location is something that is draining you. So I feel like right now where you are, you're stuck there, but you believe that you need to stay for a little bit longer before you decide to let go of that sword. So right now I feel like that's what I'm getting. The next card we have, the Chariot. Yes. So I am seeing that it's a bit cloudy in California. What I mean by that is I just mean that the place that you're in at the minute, it might have seemed like was the right choice in the beginning, but now it feels like you need to move, okay? And I feel like you're the type of person that would really enjoy life a lot more, and you wouldn't feel as drained if you would get going and get moving and exploring a lot more. Because I think you're too hard on yourself, saying that if I stay here and work on this and work on myself here, then I'll be ready to go. But when are you ever ready to go? We're never ready to go. Sometimes we just gotta go. And it's not always a bad choice. But with the King of Swords is someone who's very stubborn and very firm about what he believes in. And sometimes he gets his heart mixed up with his head and thinks that, no, this is what I love. Is it really? Is it really what you love, or is it what you think you love? Two of Beasts. Okay, I feel like you have some friends around you, maybe one or two, that kind of latch on to you and sometimes create some sort of a mess around you. These are those type of, I feel like this is the type of friend that is not very tidy, or it might be that you have a roommate or you have a friend that comes over and acts like a roommate, like literally doesn't clean up after themselves, just does little like things to annoy you, and half of the time you see but you don't say anything. Also you think that they won't care or something. So I feel like there's some friends in your life that are a bit childish or a bit of a mess. It's just a mess. So maybe they drink too much alcohol and get themselves into a situation where they're like falling all over the place, or it could be like literally they're just clumsy, just something along those lines, like something annoying that they do, and it's draining your energy because they get a reaction from you and then they kind of think it's funny. They kind of think it might be funny and laughing at you when you're like, I'm not laughing here, I want to pin you to the ground, get off me, you're literally attaching yourself to my energy. It's like an energy vampire, even though this looks like the vampire, but I'm seeing this friendship that isn't working out. We have the Four of Pentacles. this is that stuck, stagnant kind of worrying about your career in a sense as well. So I'm feeling like at the minute money isn't flowing to you. Nothing is really flowing. Your energy is stuck for a reason. And it's at the end of the day, I think it's your own mindset. And some of the people that are around you. So I would say focus on getting your ideas across quicker if that's what you need to do, or focus on thinking about how you can change the plan that you've had for yourself, because the plan right now is not working. The plan right now is you're just getting like overprotective, and you don't want anyone to do anything or say anything about what you have planned for yourself, because you're like saving all of this money under this literal trap. Like, it's like you're almost trying to trap someone else in this. I don't know what that would mean. We have, this is a bonus card. I've gotten this before, and it's funny now. I was like, first time I seen it, I was like, how will I read this? But I have my own interpretation of this card now, and how I see this card is, I literally always think it's Happy Squirrel, and I always think on the film Ice Age, and I think on that squirrel that is constantly running after that acorn that keeps challenging him. And if you can see here in this picture, the happy squirrel is no longer happy because it's just bones. So the thing I'm seeing here is maybe you should stop trying to chase after something that you might not ever get, and stop worrying about it, because if you keep chasing after that acorn or that one idea, you'll not get any new ideas or new creative ideas that might want to come your way, because I have a real sense of greatness from you, and it's like you don't even know how capable you are of doing a lot of the things that are coming your way, because you're focused on one thing, that one acorn that just keeps rolling away from you, or you get so close to it, and then it gets taken away from you. And I think you've put it in your head that you're like, okay, I'm going to be patient, and that's fine, that's perfect, but there's something that you need to sort within your own head to get that, okay? But yeah, that's all I have for you. Pile number 1. If you enjoyed this reading, leave a comment down below, and if you would like a private reading, the link to my Etsy shop is down in the description, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello anyone that chose pile number 2. So let's see what is draining your energy right now. Here we have the 6 of Cups. I just want to look at that. Interesting. Okay. I'm feeling like you might not think that there's anything really draining your energy, but when it comes down to it, I think things used to make you a lot happier than they do now. Like the little things used to make you happy, and now it's kind of like you need to wait for that special moment to happen again, or something better to happen. So I'm kind of getting like dwelling on things that happened in the past and how things seemed better in the past. You are not in the past anymore, you're in the present moment, and you can only be grateful for the things that you have now. So I'm getting like, don't really think about how some of the things that you had before made you happy. Think of the things that you have now that are making you happy. And this, for some of you, could be relationships, or how you used to look, or maybe you feel like you're getting old or something. I have this King of Swords here. Sorry, I'll show you closer. King of Swords. So I'm getting a feeling of some of you may be a little bit what do you call it? Seasonal depression as well. So make sure you're getting like vitamin D, because I feel like your health is something that you should worry about as well. I've seen those little sweets, as there's sweets in this card. I've seen the little, like, there's a little sweet just there, and I'm picking that up as like vitamins. I don't know why. So maybe looking after your health is something, because it's cold, it's getting into the winter months, and I'm seeing like the weather is kind of making you feel depressed, because maybe there's not enough sunlight, or sunlight makes you happy. But one of the things here I'm seeing is this King of Swords. I feel like if this might not resonate with some of you, it could be for the small amount of you that you have someone in your life who's very bossy, or who's very strict. So this could be a boss or a father figure, okay? And they're very harsh, and they really want to take control of your life, not in a horrible way, but more in like I am strict because I know what is right for you. So they're looking out for you because they think that they know what is best for you. But from the tarot, it's saying you're kind of not helping the situation here, because they're going through their own insecurities and problems right now. So kind of cut the slack for you. So yes, but then another, mostly, I'm just gonna see what's gonna come out here. Weird, I'm getting the Six of Cups, and I have the Six of Cups there. There is definite trauma with some of you. Need to heal family issues, because I feel like if you have a partner right now that is represented, because that's where I was going to end up going with this King of Swords. If you have a partner and he's kind of strict, and he's kind of not hearing your side of the story, or trying to be the alpha in the relationship, and like saying this is what it needs to be like, da 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 da, and it's bringing up repressed emotions for me with the Six of Cups and the Six of Cups here. So it's kind of like something is being triggered from your past, or maybe you still haven't healed from your past, and that is why your energy is still continuing to feel like it is drained. If you're planning to have kids with this person, or you have kids, I really feel like you need to heal this part of yourself before you move into that part of your life where you decide to have a family with someone someday, because there's something that has happened to you while you were innocent as a child, and you wish you could have changed the outcome in some way, because now it has affected you and you're only realizing this now. Okay, the next card I have here is the Ace of Swords. This for me is this is telling me the weather. I don't know why the weather, because I'm looking at this and I'm seeing it as like a radio station, so there's a frequency here, and it could also mean maybe, is there like, do you sleep with your phone under your pillow? There's something to do with the frequency. So it could mean technology is kind of affecting you at the minute. Don't know why I'm picking that up. something to do with communication. So it could, I was thinking the weather, but now I went a little deeper and I'm seeing like maybe social media. Maybe you need to stop looking at things on social media because it's literally you're not communicating with people that are in your real life sometimes when it's needed. Like the signs might be there like, oh, this is the right time to talk to your partner, or this is the right time to talk to your family, but you're choosing to be a wuss and just look at your phone instead, or trying to do like not. So the Ace of Swords is saying, come on, you can heal a lot of things here if you just open up and don't be afraid to talk. Oh, I have the Six of Cups here, and this for me is saying society. I feel like with a lot of the things in the world right now, there is a shit ton of things that are going wrong in this world, but I see this as corruption, and I'm feeling like this is to do with targeting like the younger generation in some way. I feel like, yeah, it could be social media, but we already talked about that. I also feel like your health, because I talked about your health and taking vitamins or medication or some sort. But if you're on medication, I would suggest eating a lot healthier and not getting sucked into all of these fad diets or these like things that aren't good for your health. I would say just cut it, go back to basics, and just start eating like plain healthy like vegetables and fruit. Even that isn't that healthy because they've got like wax on fruit and stuff, but we can't get away from it all. Like we can't go crazy because we can't control the world with what is going on. There's too many things that are fucked up in the world. So you've got a lot of sixes here. You've got 666. So for me, it's like you just don't like a lot of the things in society, but you're still going along with it. When you can change and you can adapt to the things that are happening in the world. So yeah, don't take it as like the world hates me, the world punishing me, blah 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 blah. I don't think a lot of you are saying that, but I feel like there's someone there that's resonating with. Don't hate the world, just make the world work around you. Sounds selfish, but yeah, we have to be selfish sometimes. Magnus, right, I do feel like you have an angel around you that is wanting you to have a fresh start, but you are hiding away and you're shying away from who you truly are. I really feel like you could be someone that can work with a lot of different energies. You could be some sort of a healer in a way, but you need to first heal yourself and your own past. That is the main message I'm getting for this reading. So yeah, that's all I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. I hope this resonated, and if it did, leave a comment down below. And if you would like a personal reading, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description down below. And I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, anybody that... Sorry, I don't know if that was recording or not. Hello, everyone that has chosen pile number 3. So let's see who, what, when, why. Let's see what is draining your energy right now. So the first card we have here is the 8 of Cups, and from this card I really feel like you are someone who may not realize or has had a sense before that you have been on this planet a few times. I really feel like you're an old soul, because the way I look at it, this little tiny octopus just came down from the nest and is kind of like, oh, okay, here we go again. I don't know, it's just something very like angelic. I don't know, always I feel like with this, it's very angelic up here, and then you're dropped down back to earth, where earth, well, it's not earth in this case, it's the deep sea. But it's just kind of like you might feel like sometimes you're in it on your own. But that isn't really what is draining you. That's just a point. I want to go further in here to see what's... We have the Magician. Really good, okay? And one more, because I don't want to confuse you. We have the Three of Swords reversed. Okay, so I truly believe that you are someone who can create a lot of happiness for yourself, but there is a lot of things that you've come here to learn, and they might have been really hard on you. So at the minute I'm feeling like nothing anyone else is doing right now is affecting you. I don't feel like family is really affecting your energy, even though sometimes it might feel like it. I don't think friends are affecting your energy. It's just you are being really hard on yourself at this moment. So for me, the biggest thing is working on how to love yourself for what you can create. Because I think like if you're someone who is interested in like some sort of craft or something, and you think, oh, but it's not good enough, because we have the Magician, but you're kind of being like, oh, it's this idea I have, it's just no one's ever gonna see me create something like this. No one's ever gonna know my name, because I'm just this tiny little octopus here in this big black horrible world. So it's kind of like you're being really hard on yourself, and you're not talking about yourself in a positive light sometimes. That might not resonate with a lot of you, but to the core, you might not be saying these things, but to the core, it's just like you are hard on yourself. Whether you like it or not, you are hard on yourself. And the weirdest thing about it is, you know, you can create a lot of things in this reality, but you're just not going with it all of the time. And that's because it kind of feels like that's the kind of life you've chosen to live. This kind of difficult life to have these more creative ideas flow to you, even though a lot of people might not know that. Like singers and stuff, like go through like breakups, and then they write these big songs that are amazing #1 hits and whatever. That's kind of what it's like for you. It's kind of like you need to constantly shed your skin in order to create. This card, I love it. It's like, for me, it's like you don't just get a little spark of creation, you get the full whole flame of fire here, and you're like raring to go. You are like so different from a lot of the people in the area of work or the area of creativity, because I feel like you have a talent, a really good talent, but you're a lot smarter about how you want to go about it. Like you've got all these legs, you can run a lot faster than the rest of them, and you can get a lot of things done quicker without even having to research about it, because you've got the knowledge from either a past life, or you've got the knowledge from just being naturally gifted with a really good intuition. And I have a sense here that something as well that is draining your energy is not having enough time, because with this Knight of Fire, it's saying that you want to go all the time, but there's some reason you don't have enough time. So because you don't have enough time, you're feeling like you're left drained, and that is probably a huge issue here. It's because you're rushing things as well, and then it's not good enough. It's not to your standard, like I was saying. So then you're like, oh well, that's not it. It's not going to do well because I didn't have enough time to finish it. And as well, I have the Ace of Curses here, and I don't know why I've gotten it, but I felt from this card, it's like you've got a lot of bad habits, and your bad habits are laughing at you and saying, haha, you are trying to cover it up with a distraction, and this distraction is just laughing back in your face. This ace, I'm sorry, I read these cards very different. This is the Ace of Pentacles, but it's like, I'm not picking it up like that. I'm picking it up as like an illusion. It's like, because of the smoke and the way that skull is there, it's just like, right now, this new beginning is just an illusion until you learn how to connect your energy back to realizing that you have all the time in the world. You just need to manage yourself, and believing that if you can be calm about things and not try and rush them, thinking that they need to be rushed, then you will do a lot better, okay? And I have a lot of feeling here that you are getting drained as well, because you may pick up a lot of you might get a lot of universal like information, like, what do they call it? They call it like downloads, like from the universe. So you may be someone who's getting that a lot, and it's kind of giving you these ideas of what you can create, and sometimes it's a bit too much, and you're not really sure which idea you should take. And ideas are very strong and powerful because they come to us because they want to be created. These ideas, these illusions, because ideas are illusions until they're created. They want someone to bring it into your reality. And because you are someone who can do that, and you're passionate about making things into a reality, that's why you might get so much information, or you might just have a connection with higher dimensions, and that can be very draining. So I would say working little by little to connect through some form of meditation, to connect with these higher dimensions, so that you can manage your thoughts. And I would say just have some sort of question before you meditate, like, what would you like me to work on? Meditate, and then just see how you feel after you meditate. Write down, and then go with that one thought or that one idea, and then just let the rest of the ideas float around and ignore them until you're ready to take them on board. Okay? I would say one step at a time. But yeah, that's all I have for you, pile number 3. Let me know if this resonated in the comments down below, and if you would like a personal reading, the link to my Etsy is in the description, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 4, and welcome to your reading. So let's see. Let's see what is draining your energy. For some reason, I feel like you have a lot of energy vampires around you. Oh. Sorry, I'm literally... Oh, yep, there we have. Okay, let me just go with one at a time like I normally do. We have the Emperor here. Love this card. I really feel like you're someone who is very, very smart, and you're someone who may be really interested in architecture and design. So that's very interesting. And I feel like you are constantly working, and work may be something that drains you a lot, because your mind is on overdrive. Like sometimes it's like too much for you to even process. It's like you're literally, for me, the feeling of some sort of a computer. You work and you get these like viruses in your head. I got it here again. The justice. Look at the way he's holding his head. He's like, my god, people are pissing me off. I feel like I'm having major headaches. So if you're getting major headaches, it's basically take a break from working too hard, because you don't realize it, but you work a lot quicker than a lot of other people. So you can take a chill pill, like slow down. Don't be such a workaholic. You can work at a quicker speed than a lot of people. So don't be so hard on yourself, okay? I want to pull out another card. We have the Five of Swords here. I feel like a lot of people that drain you are in your workplace, and you literally just want your own little space to let everything come freely down towards you. The Emperor is someone who is that boss type as well. So some of you may be a boss, but you just really can't stand people and their drama. So that might be like, you may be in charge of people, or you may not be the boss, but you might sometimes feel like you're the one that is in charge because your own boss doesn't know how to do what they're meant to be doing. So that's kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like you also get in a lot of arguments that aren't your argument, okay? Or you just have people wanting to pull you into the situation. You're like, why me? Why is it always me? Oh my god. So you attract a lot of argumentative people, and I feel like sometimes it's even strangers. I feel like you just have a lot of people come to you because they know that you have the logical explanation for what is going on, or they trust that you'll give them the right information. So I would say, like, a way that you can stop that from happening all the time is literally saying, not my problem, I'm sorry. Or in a nicer way, actually, you could just say, I have a headache, I'm really, really sorry. Literally, that's what I got. I think, like, you probably already say that. But I don't know, just if you feel like you're like got this curse where you have all of these like people coming towards you with spikes, these spikes or these pointy ends. It's like it's constantly like people jabbing at you, being like So I feel like a lot of people that are around you have made your energy very like as you can see, look at this lovely blue aura here, but do you see the outline of this aura or this energy? It's very chaotic, and it's not very like circly is a word, yeah. But it's kind of like with these swords and these spikes, it's like your energy field is out of whack at the minute, when it should be very I don't know the word, but you know when it's like, forgot the word. If anybody can think of the word I'm trying to say, it starts with an S. I don't know. Also, I feel like if you are drinking a lot of coffee or a lot of things to keep you awake, or you're trying to suppress a lot of things with addictions, I feel like addictions here is something that as well is giving you headaches and is making you not be able to concentrate. Okay, and we have the Queen of Cups. I feel like you have a very pure energy. That I really do feel like your aura is blue. So look up the meaning of a blue aura, because I feel like you're represented by the Queen of Cups, but you don't sometimes connect with that. And again, she's holding that cup, and I feel like some of you may drink a glass of wine every now and again to get yourself connected with your own emotions. So a lot of you may be thinking like the wine is helping or some other addiction is helping, but really it's not helping. I'm not saying you have to stop, but I feel like a lot of these small things will become addictions if they're not addictions already, and you need to figure out a new way to replace that, because that's going to just end up being the wrong thing to use as a tool. As a tool to get yourself back to that state of being grounded or being emotionally stable. But really, I feel like it's what is draining you is very, very clear to me. It's stupid people and their stupid opinions and their stupid drama. Literally, that's what I see. I have Magnus here as well. I feel like from this, some of you may have a little bit of maybe past already, but you have a connection with the paranormal. You could be some form of a medium, you could be some form of a psychic, I'm not sure, but you have some sort of a connection here with the paranormal. And I'm not talking about the energy that is nice energy. I'm talking about you have sometimes energy that is around you that is trying to guide you, but it's tricking you. It's a trickster. I don't know why. It's like it's not truthful. It's you need to clear your space because I feel like you're very connected to all of the elements. As you can see, this card is holding all of the elements here, like you have it all. But when you're someone who is that strong and that connected to the divine masculine and the divine feminine, because you have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups, and I'm seeing like you are very like divine masculine and divine feminine. You have a good balance of that energy, and it's just other people that are messing with you. So what I would suggest is make sure that every now and again, like, you recharge with protecting yourself, your space, even charging like some sort of a crystal or a necklace, or even like, for example, some people don't even realize it, but you can just literally charge the outfit you're wearing, that you usually wear to work. If you wear the same coat, like, you can literally charge, like, if you put intention into something at your workplace, like your desk, you can literally like meditate and focus on the desk and blocking out anything that is around that desk. I don't know, I'm trying to give suggestions here, but yeah, I just feel like you have a lot of spirits coming to you all the time wanting your attention, and sometimes it's not always for the greater good. Sometimes they are just trying to connect with you because they can. Okay, but yeah, that is all I see for you, pile number 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.